The homegrown Ather 450X is currently our pick for the best electric scooter in the market. We even spent some quality time with the scooter to try and give you an idea of what it's like to live with an EV. And while we tried our best, a few questions from our comment section have remained unanswered. So here's us replying to the most commonly asked questions, hoping to help you get a better grip on the 450X. What happens in case the 450X malfunctions on the road? The 450X is less likely to malfunction due to the fewer moving parts compared to ICE-powered scooters. Now, just in case things go south, you could get in touch with roadside assistance, which comes as part of Ather's Service Lite or Service Pro plans. This will cost you around 2,400 to 3,600 rupees on a yearly basis. But you have the flexibility to pay them on quarterly basis as well. However, keep in mind that these services are only available in those cities where the company currently operates. How does one charge the scooter in a building? That's pretty simple actually. The company provides the Ather Dot charging station with every scooter. So if you have a personal parking spot, Ather will come and install the system for you for a nominal fee of Rs 1,800. However, if you have a common two-wheeler parking spot, you may have to consult with your society to get the Dot installed. Of course, Ather will route the power of the Dot through your electricity meter, so it ideally shouldn't be a problem. Similarly, if you're staying on rent, you will require permission from your landlord and an approval from your society. For those folks staying in a crowded city like Mumbai and only have access to street parking, you may be forced to use the Ather grid whenever that's set up in your city. What is the cost of an inevitable battery replacement? Ather says you only have to replace the battery once the battery health drops below 70%. So your scooter manages 100 kilometers currently on a single charge. But you will notice that the battery output starts dropping after a couple of years. The range dropping to 70 kilometers should be your cue to change the battery. But Ather says battery degradation could take anywhere between 5 to 7 years depending on your usage and your riding style. Sure, spending 40,000 rupees on a replacement battery is quite steep, but battery technology will only improve from here on, thereby reducing costs. Does the range vary depending on operating temperatures? The range could vary depending on your riding style, weight, gradient, and the type of terrain you're riding on. The operating temperature also has an important role to play in battery degradation rates. For instance, if you're living in a cold region, the low ambient temperature could cause the battery to produce less current. At this point, it could lose its charge rather quickly and the scooter may not deliver its optimal performance. Can it carry a pillion on a steep slope? The good thing about electrics is they can deliver all of their torque instantaneously. With 26 Nm available right from the get-go, the 450X is perfectly capable of carrying a pillion over steep slopes. However, at this point, you will see a noticeable drop in range thanks to the extra payload. When will Ather launch the 450X in Delhi, Tamil Nadu and Bihar? Can one buy the scooter in Maldives? So far, Ather operates across 9 cities and plans to add another 15 to the list, starting with Coimbatore, Kozhikode and Trichy. These will be operational by next month. The rest of the cities will follow suit in the next couple of months. Unfortunately, there's no word on when the scooter will be available in Bihar. As for the international markets, Ather will eventually start exports starting from Latin America and Europe. However, that's still a distant dream. So we doubt you'll be able to import the scooter anytime soon in Maldives. Can electric scooters beat petrol-powered scooters? We've read a number of comments saying it's not possible, and for this very reason we've put up a drag race where the 450X clashes against the N-Torque and the Bergman. You can check that video out here. Hopefully this should clear the air. And if you're still skeptical, we strongly recommend you take the 450X for a short spin from your nearest dealership and try the warp mode. Of course, we believe electrics won't outdo petrol scooters in terms of convenience just yet, but you'll be surprised to see how quickly these scooters are closing the gap. Well, that's it from me. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. This is Gaurav signing off.